Hey there students, it's Miss Adams, and in this video we're going to learn how we can use histograms to display quantitative data.
Alright, a histogram shows each interval as a bar. The heights of the bars show the frequencies or relative frequencies of each value in each interval. Histograms are most useful with large data sets. Intervals are sometimes called bins, classes, or buckets. Alright, so this is the same data set as a dot plot and then as a histogram. So we have our dot plot in picture A, and then we went ahead and like those dotted lines, we're kind of putting them into bins or buckets. And so all of the dots that fall in from 0 to 5 make up that first bucket from or probably 0 to 4, 5 to 10. And then we draw a bar for all of them in that bucket, the frequency of that entire bucket, to make our histogram. Alright, so making and interpreting a histogram. Ancient Egyptian embalming techniques and the climate in Egypt can preserve bodies of the dead remarkably well. Researchers made measurements of 30 Egyptian male skulls that date from about 4000 BCE. One variable they recorded was the maximum width of the skull in millimeters shown in the table. Make a frequency histogram of these data. Use the intervals of width with 5 millimeters beginning at 115. Alright, so I'm going to set up my intervals and then my frequencies. So I'm going to start at 115, so I'm going to go 115 to less than 120. So 115 to 119.99999. Alright, 120 to less than 125, 125 to less than 130, 130 to less than 135, 135 to less than 140, 140 to less than 145, and then I'm going to count how many I have in each of those sections. So 115, 116, 117, 118, and 119. In that bin of 5, I have only one value. Okay, and so then I'm going to set up my histogram, my axes. So number of skulls, I'm going to count by ones. And then skull width in millimeters, I'm going to count by fives, starting at 115. So 115 up to 145. And so my first bin, I had only one. And my next one, I had only one. Then I had 8. Then I had 12. Then I had 7. And then I had 1. And you do want to try to keep the size of the bars as close to the same as possible. Alright, describe the distribution of ancient Egyptian skull widths. Alright, so we're going to describe the distribution using SUCS, shape, unusual feature, center, spread. So shape is roughly symmetric. There was no apparent outliers, nothing obvious. Median falls in the interval from 130 to 135. And the widths range from 119 millimeters to 141 millimeters.
Alright, thanks for watching and see you next time.